The new Battlefield 6 trailer Season 1 update looks like a lot of fun. There are two new maps, Blackwell Field, which looks like a very dusk and oil kind of environment, and then we have Eastwood, which looks like it's set in maybe Southern California, and it looks like there's golf carts in this one, which could be a lot of fun. Battlefield 6 is fun. I've been spending some time with the game and I wanted to talk to you guys about my impressions with it. I wanted to get up to a certain level and really get the game and not have any hot takes and give some feedback from a Battlefield perspective as a fan. If you're curious about the multiplayer aspect, I will get into that, but I just wanted to touch briefly on the campaign. Battlefield has always had really good campaigns, but this time they seem to have fallen a little short. The campaign is very cookie cutter, and it's almost like a glorified tutorial on how to play the game, which is fine. You can unlock a few skins and do a few challenges, but I've only played the campaign once. I haven't really touched it after that. Now, the multiplayer is where a lot of people go to play Battlefield, and that is where it shines. It has a few quirks and things that need to be improved upon, and as a live service game, it feels like it will do that. I have some gripes, but I mostly have positive things to say. Let's get the negatives out of the way first. Number one, some of the weapon balancing is a little off. I'd like to see the weapons balanced a little bit better. And of course, classic Battlefield style, the shotgun is always wild in Battlefield. And that's kind of par for the course. So maybe they're going to fix that, maybe they won't, we'll see. But I have a feeling they're just going to leave it as is, and shotguns will notoriously be the way they are. As for the lighting in the game, I'm playing on an OLED monitor, and I feel like I need to put sunglasses on sometimes when I play the game. It is really, really bright in some areas to a distracting level, and I do find that annoying sometimes. I also feel that Battlefield has a lot of beautiful imagery and a lot of good graphics that are running on a pretty small file size, which is actually great. I'm sure that file size will increase as we get more updates and downloads and things like that. But for the most part, this is a pretty manageable game. Some of the maps are good. Some of the maps are just okay. It almost feels like we got spoiled with Battlefield 4 and Battlefield 1 and some of the maps that they had. It feels like that those maps were very well thought out and they had a specific scripted element where there would be some destruction, and that's great. But it kind of hurts me to think that there is a lot of potential to have good maps right out of the gate, and they kind of just gave us filler maps almost. And I hate to say that because I'm really enjoying the game. I am having a good time on it, but I do feel like the maps are kind of questionably not in the greatest quality, not in the greatest shape. And it would be nice to see the maps improved. Give us a day-night cycle even. Give us some weather to mix it up a little bit. Surely you can put that in the game. There's enough real estate in the hard drives to do that, right? But all that aside, I will say that the game is a lot of fun. And just as with any first-person shooter, you have the usual exploits that people like to use, such as people on top of roofs doing recon sniping and all that. And you just have to find a way to counter that. But sometimes the maps are locked in certain ways, or the spawn points are locked in certain ways, especially if you're doing something like domination or conquest, that snipers can pretty much hold it down. And if a few of them get together, you're in trouble. So it's always good to try and find a way to balance that out a little bit better. But again, you're going to have people that say, no, man, that's a skill issue. You just got to get better. No, not necessarily. It's not a skill issue. It's just a balancing issue. And again, if people are going to find a way to exploit something, they will. Professional gamers will exploit things because they can. But the game will find a place. It will find footing. And I think the biggest thing about this game, the one thing that really pulls people in, is that the first person shooter market is a little defeated right now. There's a lot of other games out there competing for attention, and I think Battlefield 6 has a good chance to really toe the line and last a little bit longer than just a few months. The last few weeks I've been playing, it has been a little bit of a grind to get some of the stuff going, camos and things like that, and I'm still behind on a lot of it. Some of the challenges are absolutely ridiculous, but that's probably by design. So we'll see what happens. The community is speaking out about the game, and hopefully there'll be some good, positive changes. As for the Season 1 update, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to some new maps. I could really care less about the new weapons because I'm still unlocking weapons as we go. I feel like I haven't unlocked all the weapons yet, and I'm at a level 50 at this point, maybe further. I'd have to double check. But at this point, I think that the guns and the gameplay balance and the modes can be improved. Give us a night mode and give us a mode where we can experience the weather and change some of the lighting. I feel that some of the maps, if there was just like maybe a cloudy day, if you're walking out from a darkened building into the bright sunlight, it's almost like real life. You have to let your eyes adjust, which is fine. But then it's like the brightness of the game doesn't go down. And it's kind of like, okay, maybe I'm at a disadvantage. I'm on the side of the map when I'm facing the sun. You know, if you're a sniper and the sun's to your back, you're going to have a good game, right? But it would be nice to have the opportunity to see some different dynamic weather. Let's get some rain in there. Let's get some snow. Let's get all kinds of stuff in there. Surely it can rain or snow in the Manhattan maps, right? I think they're going to do that. And maybe they're saving that for seasonal releases. But one thing I don't want to do is to have to pay to win like in other first-person shooters. And I hope that the game addresses that. And I feel like they're doing a pretty good job. Anyway, that's all I really got to say about Battlefield 6. I'd like to hear what your guys' thoughts are and what you'd like to see in the game, what future updates you'd like to see, and what's your favorite class? What kind of vehicles are you rocking? Has anybody actually gotten to fly anything yet? I've gotten to fly a little bit in a helicopter, but mostly as a passenger. I hardly ever get to pilot, and it'd be nice to practice. I understand you can practice in Portal, but I'd rather just practice in the real game. How about also letting the firing range test our pistols out? That'd be nice. We could actually get better with the pistols. Just, there's a few things that need to be improved, but we'll see what happens. Hope you guys are having a good one. Thanks for listening.